Hello, family, friends, and fellow gamers. Welcome to Grumpy Gnome Gaming. I am the Grumpy Gnome. Let's get into some Banished. Okay, resume. One thing I have discovered is that I don't like to stop on a winter screen. The snow makes it really hard to see through. I don't want to run any further until the spring just because I'm afraid of losing footage. And I want you guys to actually see what happens, in a continuous stream. So with that said, I probably will not try to settle on a winter screen again. But anyway, I chose this as our opening screen right here because there's a little bit going on right here that I think we can go ahead and focus on. And let's go ahead and get started again. Remember, the one thing that we're really shy of here are herbs. Oh, and we still got our 3 sick people running around up here. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and hit play and just see what happens. And hopefully this is in a 10 times speed. Yeah, it is. Okay, good deal. Let's go. We will walk and chew gum. In this case, run and chew gum at the same time. Hey, we got another one up to 4. Hopefully these people will find the hospitals. Anyway, here we go. There's one right here, guys. So our labor force is slowly creeping up again. Okay, one guy is confused, does not know what to do, but we'll take care of that real quick like. One thing we were shy of are the herbs. One thing that we have a major overproduction of is venison. And let's just go to quantity to show you that one. That's right up here. It's actually our number 1 commodity. So I started looking at the places where I mirrored our forest nodes. And that's what these two are right here, is these 2 forest nodes. And I found a beautiful combination to complement the open space between the 2. And that would be to put a small market in both sides. Now, I know you're probably thinking, why do you want to stack one market on top of another? Because the market also serves kind of dual purpose. Not only, oh my gosh, and I just see that doesn't line up right there. You know what though? It's okay. We'll work with it. Anyway, as I was saying before I got squirreled off over here, the market serves dual purpose. See, not only is it a market, it also works as a storage barn. So these workers, and I'll show you what they are now here. I got a deer butcher for the venison, and I got a deer butcher here for the venison. And they're not only going to draw the venison out of this area, but they're actually going to get it from all over the map. And to alleviate our herb crisis, I dropped in these little herbalists right here. And he's going to pull herbs from this area. And this one down here, because everything is going to be mirrored, is a second herbalist who's also going to draw from this area and a lot from down here. And I think these herbalists might only hold a single person. I don't know. I can't even find it right now. There's the market. Okay. Well, no, I don't want to do that. Hello. Oh, you know what? Let's take a look at this dude and see what's going on with him. You're a stone cut. Okay, so that's telling me that another one of our stone quarries has dried up. No biggie. We can deal with it. Continue. He just joined our labor force. Or she. Okay, market? No, let's keep this one going. Yeah, I don't want to stop those. But I can't seem to find my little herbalist now. There he is. Oh yeah, and these actually do hold too. I don't know if this one is also by kid, but let me show you where this one is at. You come down here to the resources, go to the health, and I believe it is a kid mod because kid is green, and this is the one that matches my tailor and my blacksmith. This is the 2x4 model that looks like this. Let's flip it around for you. And that matches perfectly with the tailors and the blacksmiths that I use. But if you look at this little one right here, this one matches better with the hunter and the gatherer that we're using. And I've come to realize something is we're getting a great abundance of firewood here, to the point where I almost wanted to turn off some of the firewood cuttings, because remember we've got, before I forget, I'm going to open these 3 houses to go ahead and house the people that are going to be working in these areas. These 2 areas I could not see. We dropped a spot here, so I couldn't put more of these salting houses in. So what I did was I just went ahead and I stretched it out and I made orchards out of it. Now normally my orchards are 15x4. I don't know if the same works for a 4x15, but we're going to go ahead and orchard these 2 areas. Okay. Now let's move a little bit this way. And I've found this nice little opening right here. And this is going to kind of motivate me to move around here. So at the end, we're going to drop in another dock fishery. And this will be another smoking district, and also the salt packing and everything that goes with that, the drying shack. Because normally when you're using these type of fishing docks, you get a crap ton of fish. But for some reason, and I'm actually going to go call this out by name because I don't want to dig for it, drop it down a couple. Our fish population is under 1K, which is not a good thing. So this little fishery here, are we saving right now? Move that up to there. And there, I wanted you to see the ring of influence. It almost fits in perfectly into this square. We're clipping this a little bit, but you know what? I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. So that'll get us some more fish. Okay, we're moving on. Let's go a little bit further over. And that's a common feature that you're going to start seeing when I double up my nodes, is I'm probably going to drop that combination into the mix. We did have some interesting items come into our trading post. Hey, is this another node over here? I believe it is. This one looks fairly far away from everybody, so it's almost scary to open this one up right away. Even though we've got this one right here, I think this one is a little bit, I got to use my D to move over because I'm running dual screen right now. This one is a little closer to civilization. I think I'm going to hold off on the one at the bottom. You should just about be ready to trade whatever I wanted from you. Hey, all of our sick people have either died or have cured. I think what I wanted from you was your jade, so I'm going to take all 500 of that. I would probably have wanted, what I'm looking for, 12,000 worth of stuff. I probably wanted your marble. Oh, that's 11,000 by itself. How did that work out? Oh, the sugar is worth 2. Let's just play with this and see what happens. So here we go, 8,000. Here we go, 4,000. And where does that put us? Beautiful. Oh my gosh. The old man never fails to impress. Let's trade it. Let's dismiss it. And with that jade and marble that we just bought for like 12 units a pop, we're going to turn those into statues that we're going to sell for like 240, 270 a pop. And that is really how to manipulate the docks to work in your favor. Let's go ahead and pull those items out of inventory. I know one of them was sugar. I don't remember what the other one was. And I was really happy to see that these guys actually took food. Now, I'm not a big fan of trading food, only because you never know when you're going to have that death spiral where everybody starts starving. So I always like to keep some food in stock, but let's face it, we're going to be, this episode, we're going to clear 400K in food. And by dumping off the quantity we did, what that really did was it basically just opened up some, it opened up storage space. Okay, what do we got here? 10 books. We're looking for an even 4,000. Oh my God, the light is bright outside. So I know I'm squinting, but try to bear with me. I'll tell you what, don't look at the face cam. That's going to scare you. Okay, let's see what we got here. There's something I wanted out of this bunch. Agave. I believe it was the agave. Oh my God, it's worth 2. You snuck that in. Oh my gosh. Okay, 10 more books. That was sneaky. Did you see the way that they just snuck in? 20. That was cruel. Okay, what do we got here? Firewood, 950. For some reason, I think we're still going up. But what did I want out of you? There must have been something I wanted here. I want the iron. And did I want the herbs? Maybe. Let's go ahead and throw those in and see what they add up to. So this is going to be 200. I don't think it was the herbs, but we can always take them out. And let's see what our 950 gets us here. Well, there's the even trade. So my conscience is telling me this is probably what I wanted to purchase. Trade it, dismiss it, and now take out the firewood. Come on, where are you? I don't want to go too far because this thing is going to start doing the ever scroll. And any chance we got the 10 more books? Yeah, we did. Okay, let's do this now. I wanted the agave. We're going to take all 4,000 of your pulp. Because even though I added the mashers and everything, this pulp is going straight to those mashers now. And this is going to be a 20 count here. It's going to be a nice even trade. We're going to trade it off. We're going to dismiss you, and I'm taking my books out of inventory. And that's the end of trading for this episode. I can go ahead and get rid of these 2 because I showed you in the beginning where they were. Let's keep going north here. I slated this area here for 2 more pastures. And I do have these paused because we don't need them right now. I believe these are crop fields, which also we don't need right now. So I don't want to use up our labor force to start clearing the stuff that's not necessary. Once again, I got to D it over. So yeah, there's two ways that you can scroll from side to side here and up and down. It's got the WSD keys, WASDs will go up, down, left, right, respectively. Or if you just move your cursor to the end of the screen. Normally, I like the cursor thing, but okay, we need to man these too. Let's do that first because I want to make sure that these all get 2 in each. So the firewood yard's going to get 2. The hunter is going to get 2. This is going to get 2. And you are going to get 2. And then we'll just, this is the easiest way to do it over here, is to just click down 1, and then this has everything. There's your forester, and oh my gosh, I am shy on foresters by a lot. What's my labor force look like? You know what I did? Offline, I went ahead and I made sure all of these were on 2. So that's on me. Now, before we go ahead and throw in 10 or 20 people into each one of these, let's make sure we got the labor force to do that. And the best way to do that is just to zero this out. Just like this. I hit enter. They all go up to laborers. And now let's go ahead and man all of our nodes. So the foresters, we're going to add 10 to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're fully manned. Come down to the hunter. We're adding 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the gatherer, I don't understand why we only have 66 here. Because, and I'm going to try to make a reason here. My guess is because 3 of these are probably in dense tree shacks, and 3 of these are probably in hunting blinds. I'm going to roll with that logic for now. It may or may not be accurate. Okay, what does that leave us? That leaves us almost 50. So we'll go ahead, we'll throw in 20 builders, because that will keep them building, but more. Wow, that's the largest number we ever had. 503 things that require building. Or that is the number of builders. If everybody were to build at one time, that would be the number of builders we'd need. But you know what? We're not done yet. Oh, no. You guys know the way I roll. And what do we got here? We got houses. That was probably another thing we wanted to look at, our housing market. And we're still got a surplus of families that need housing. So you know what? Let's build up this area here. So I'm going to open all of these houses. And remember, we still got all that major demolition going on with the tiny row houses that we built. And I'm really kicking myself on that one because I didn't realize that they only housed 3. And I usually never settle for anything that doesn't house at least 4. These, I think we're going back to animal pens again. No, what do we got? A linen weaver? Oh my gosh, okay, this is another manufacturing district. Sweet. What are you down here? And there's where my material's coming from. Okay, so we got animal pens down here, and we have more manufacturing going on up here. See, once again, you're probably looking at these numbers thinking that we don't need more of this stuff. But remember, if we want to hit our 2,000 population, 200 years, even if we go up to 3,000, I don't know. we're going to really want enough manufacturing to cover everybody. I got to keep an eye on this area because otherwise the game might automatically populate the buildings here. And you can already see White Swan. So here they're getting a tavern in this area. I'm putting in another stable for the domesticated animals. Yeah, it's not that I need them, but domesticated animals trade for 250 units apiece. And just to give you an idea of how we're pumping these out, we almost have 250 domesticated animals. Each one of those is 250 units in trade. So heck yeah, we're doing it. The White Swan, I'm going to go through all of my different things that I can use for producing the alcohol. And that's going to determine what they're getting. This whole little district here might need a little bit of happiness, so we're giving them their own chapel. And here's another school that's going into this area. And the school is one of my biggest concerns, as I mentioned in previous episodes. I don't want to run into a lack of education. And, of course, another hospital. So that's kind of my trio: church, school, and hospital. But they're going to go ahead and knock that out. And animal pens, let's go ahead. Sure, we'll open these up too. And that's going to give them quite a bit to keep themselves busy with. But you know what? As I said, this is still a very casual game. And regardless if you're one of those players that opens, builds one thing, from start to finish and then go to your next building, that's cool, This works for me. I know we just bumped 503 up to 558 over here, but as I said, we're not in a hurry. It's not like my dwellers, thinking Fallout Shelter. It's not like my bannies are going anywhere, so. Okay, what do we got here? We've got a dairy, probably for the milk pens here. And of course, we can't build just one. So there's our second one. And that's going to kick up our dairy production. In this area here, haven't yet decided what we're going to do, but it's probably going to be something to complement these. So once again, we got our string of tailor shops here that are going to be for the wool production. The milk pens are going to produce for the dairies. The feathers that we're going to get from the chickens are going into one of the tailors here for the survival coats. Okay, let's move on. This was another happy little area that we visited. I see another question mark. Who are you? You're a miner. Looks like our mines are running dry. Cool. I'm not. So miner means you're coming out of one of the iron or the coal mines. That's okay. We'll deal with that. Let's just go ahead and take you out of mining for now. And maybe offline I will go ahead and do the whole rebuild. I'm not going to play it. I'm just going to slate everything because I might actually have to visit each mine individually to find out what the percentages are. Anyway, miner, take you out. Cha-ching. Okay. And become a happy laborer. All right. Let's keep moving on. Let's go this way. maybe go up a little bit higher, see what's going on up here. Yeah, here's some more stuff that's ready for building. I think what I managed to squeeze in here was another shore house. So this is kind of this is my clay region. Because, I mean, next to the mission, they use a lot of clay roof tiles and stuff. So let's go ahead, drop in another shore house. And then that's going to be another clay producer for this region. And, 4 ought to keep us busy for a while, hopefully. All right. Moving along. What do we got here? Small barn. Small barn. Okay, we could never have enough storage. Something's telling me that over here things are probably filling. You know what? As we looked all over the screen, this entire map is just full with everything. Let's go up. I keep looking at my keyboard because I don't know if I need to use the letters or what. Why did you stop production? You're the tequila trader. Yeah, because all you can trade is tequila. And we don't want to do that. I might want to consider leveling him and putting in something over here that might benefit this area, like maybe some seafood scavengers right here. Haven't yet decided yet. If you guys want to chime in on that one, let me know. This one's being demoed because we're going to upgrade it to a dock house. And let's move over. Maybe go a little higher. Is anything going on with this node over here? See, this is a single node. And if I were to build, which I probably won't because it would dip into this, it's going to say if I were to build a second node over here, I would probably do that little market venison combination right here. Okay, let's move over a little bit further. And do we need to go to the top of the map? There was something I was doing up here. So let's go to the top, and I just want to come down a hair so we can actually kind of scroll out. And oops, once again, I'm going to the side. And now let's go over until we hit. See, we still got all this area that we need to develop over here. It's just too far from civilization. You can see that I've already dropped a couple creek plank bridges in there just to access this region. This stream right here, or stringer that you see coming down, this would probably be an excellent candidate to put the little iron mines, the tiny ones that we've been using here. Kind of like this. And we just got to find out where they're going to fit in here, like right there, and then reverse it and then just mirror that on this side and just kind of run the whole stringer full of mines as far as we could. And as you've seen, we would actually have to do a little bit of terraforming to make it work. This looks like another market venison herbalist combo. And sure enough, let's open them. And of course, if you put new buildings in, you're going to have housing for the buildings. And we've got housing for 2. Here's 4 and 6. 2 herbalists is 2. 2 venison butchers is 4. 1 person in the market is 5. Perfect housing. This stringer here, I've already started with the mines. And I don't want to put these into build. Maybe I should, because I put 2 in because then I started hitting red as I went down here. There's our 30. I started hitting red over here. So that's telling me I need to start terraforming. And the only thing I'm afraid of is if I open these up, that people might jump from the mines that they're already in into these mines. So we need to keep an eye on these. All right, let's move over a little further, see what's going on this side over here. You know what I should start doing? You know what I'm gonna start doing? That would be better wordage. Wow, look at all these traders we got. This would be a place to end the episode. I think I'm going to start opening more trading posts. I know that sounds but stupid. I mean, we're just shy of 600 things that we're building right now, or 600 builders that we need. Don't leave. He left. Okay. And yeah, I should probably start filling these in. See, the thing is, you want to say that I want to wait for the right opportunity to do that. When is the right opportunity? Because we're based. Oh, we got sick people again. That means my speed went down to 1. And there. Now you can die much quicker. Yellow fever. Oof. I know. Remember 40 minutes ago we wanted to do something? I remember. Educated. We are still 100% educated. So that's telling me that we still have enough schools for everybody. Where they're going to school, I have no idea. But we have enough schools for everybody. And look what we found here. Doesn't that look familiar? Like what we just did, except flipped? What are the chances that these are 3 houses? And this is going to be an herbalist. And this is going to be a butcher. The butcher has got so many pockets in it that you got to find the actual building to make it work. And the herbalist is just dinky. Is that a dinky? Is that a word? I don't know. Anyway, this is something I was just toying with. I wanted to get the road kind of coming in on the bottom of this node. I don't know if I'm going to keep these here. As a matter of fact, I don't. I'm sick and tired of looking at them because I really don't know what I'm going to do along this upper stringer here. It may be more butchers, but really I think I'm maxed out on butchers down here. And as you can tell, we're still putting them in over here. Let's run down our list here to see if any of the herbalists or butchers got built. So we're still 20 for 20 on butchers. So they haven't completed any of the butcher shops. And that reminds me, do I even have lumber? 45. Okay. I just want to make sure that my water sawmill is producing lumber. I think I actually put one in. I don't know if desperation is the right word, but I normally like the small saw pits because I really like to build everything small scale. So we'll have to see what's going on there. Why did we not drop another one of these over here? Orphanship. Is it because they don't fit there? Okay, flip, flip, flip. That's the right ship. Let's put you on the road. Well, look at that. You fit right there. make it happen. Any more over here? I see red. And, well, if we go up, I don't know, maybe with a little bit of forming, we can work something in there. I don't know what I'm going to do with this area yet. I think I tried to get wharf and ship into this area. And yeah, it does fit. I'm probably going to have to get rid of some of the shoreline over there. Maybe even add, I don't know if I can actually use the to add land on top of the water, because in a perfect world I'd want to put it on the road, and it looks like I need more land. Quite frankly, I don't know what I need, so I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, anyway, that was interesting. Let's zoom out again. And you know what? Let's just do a really, okay, obviously, I just noticed this. These row houses, I don't know if that is actually demoed or if that's because of a fire. It's being demolished, yeah. I think they started demoing these. Oh my gosh, there goes my eyes again. So anyway, let's deal with that. They're still trying to take that area out. This one went dry. So let's go ahead and do the demo thingy here. And there's a mine that probably went dry. Oh, did I even want to do that? Who cares? We'll figure it out. If it goes away, we'll just drop another one in. Anyway, we might toy with some different mines in future games, but I really like these. They seem to work for us. Let's get a little more window showing up here. Oh, there we go. You can go in the corner. All right, let's see I just want to do one more quick aerial tour of what's going on around the outsides. And that's our top wall right there. So actually, as you can see, we're at the northernmost border right here. I mean, this is how close we are to it. Let's D it across, because you're actually going to see right here some civilization that has built itself into the northern wall. And because our numbers here keep slightly going down, I'm getting more of the iron and coal production going on here. And I mean, in a heartbeat, we could have just put 2 miners. Right now I'm running 1 miner in each mine. Just up it to 2 and see what happens. This is another candidate area for the market venison combo, but it's not ideal because the forester's influence for that one goes right to there, and this forester's influence goes right to there. So probably to make this work would be to put a market in the middle, right across the street from the market, go ahead and drop in the butchers, and then on the corners drop in the herbalists. And the reason I really cleared this area out was because I wanted to see how much real estate I actually have to work with, because I want to put more manufacturing into this area. And when I say manufacturing, I want to get more blacksmiths and just a whole new set of, as a matter of fact, that's my offline project right there. I'm going to develop this area into its own little self-sustained. They're going to have their own blacksmith. Tailors are going to be in here. Probably have a couple dairies on the main road down here. And I may even drop some animal pens in to keep this. Yeah, and we'll just develop this area here. As a matter of fact, I think we're actually in the corner, because this right here should be where the eastern wall starts. Yep. And if you scroll out, that lets you center it. And then where you can see that the eastern wall goes down, and we are all the way here. Housing going on here. Yeah, and see, we got housing coming in here. This is actually the housing we built for the 4 tiny nodes that are right here. Yeah, so this is going to be its own little independent, happy area. And 1 or 2 markets in this area should keep everybody happy. Let's go down. Okay, it looks like we got more crop fields here. So these crop fields here are mirroring what's on the other side. I went ahead and I already opened up the barns, only because we can use the storage. We're not going to break ground on these. These over here, I want to say is more housing. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 6, 12, 14. So these houses will accommodate this area right here. And we haven't figured out what we're doing down here yet. Maybe more linen. Because we're still doing the linen thing, and maybe I'll make this cotton, and this will be a second cotton region, if I can get that to fit. All right, guys. I think that's probably going to be the end of our tour. I hope you liked it. If you did, be sure to tip your guide. You can tip me by leaving a subscription. And I think that, once again, D it over. Okay, our yellow fever is gone away. We're still 10 speed. That means that there's no infestations. And this is just running down our eastern wall. So now that probably gave you guys a really good look at what's going on. This was a concern of mine when they start overflowing with food. Like, these are the barns that are overflowing. The market is overflowing. And as I promised you, we broke 400K in food. That's it's not a bad thing. Let's just go down our list here to make sure that everybody is where they're supposed to be. If we can't put anybody else in, top one should be pretty well. Okay, 2 more dairy workers. Okay, we'll take that. And coming on down here, I'm really curious to see when we can start pumping in some more herbalists. 6, 8, not yet, huh? H. Herbalists, we're still 8 for 8. But that's all right, we'll get there. Coming down here, 8, 3, 5, 4, 21, 9, 25. Hey, we could put in, 1 more teacher. Heck yeah, teachers are always welcome. And teacher was down there. 15, 25, 9, 22, 50. 50 vendors. You believe that? Woodcutters. I am actually not going to put in any more woodcutters because we've got a crap ton of firewood. The one thing I am going to do, though, is I want to make sure that there is somebody in our sawmill. Because that is, I think, is it right up here? Go away. Yep, sawmill appears to be operational. We're making lumber. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and double. Ah, shoot, I was afraid of that. I just need to turn off. Okay, you know what? Go away with you. Away with you. And we'll just let one person here make the firewood. That's it, man. All right, guys, if you liked it, give me a like. If you didn't like it, give me a sympathy like anyway. If you have not yet subscribed, please do so. If you do subscribe, please tell 10 people about this site. With that said, I'm Grumpy Gnome. I'm out of here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I should pause first. No, why? What the heck? And, oh my gosh, I was afraid of that. And stop.